Hi everyone, it's Amber and welcome to Amber Goodwin Art, as well as our bi-weekly Pouring Coast to Coast collaboration with Britt Clayton Design, Taneva Baker Modern Art, and Michelle Galley from Grateful Creations. This week it was my turn to come up with a challenge, and I came up with using a monochromatic palette. The monochromatic color scheme, or it's also known as color drenching, is a very misunderstood concept in the color world. It's basically a single color with different variation of hues and tints of that one color. So, for instance, you can take blue and have a variety of different shades and hues of blue. So today I decided to use some colors that are pretty underrated, but are my favorite colors, green and orange. So let's go check out what I created. For today's monochromatic challenge, I am doing a diptych on two 9x12" level 3 gallery wrapped canvases that I got from Michaels. I really like the 9x12 size. You can do a lot with it. It's not too big. It's not too small. So I will be doing two, and I'm using two underrated monochromatic palettes. So my first palette is green, and I absolutely love the color green and any shades in green. So here are all my colors. My first color is Amsterdam Yellowish Green. There's my consistency. And then I have Amsterdam Brilliant Green. This is a beautiful green. I happen to be using it more often now. Here is Amsterdam Permanent Green Light. They also have a dark. And I also have my favorite Golden Interference Green. I always have to incorporate golden interference in my paintings. It's kind of like my style. And then I have Amsterdam Phthalo Green. And I am using my Amsterdam Titanium White for my base. All of my paints are mixed with US Floetrol and New York Central Gloss Pouring Medium. And I'm using my TriArt Gold Cell Activator. I love the gold cell activator. I actually love the TriArt Gold better than the Amsterdam Gold. It just gives really cool cells, and it's really beautiful once it dries. It's a really, really rich, deep iridescent gold. Here I am just popping some of my bubbles because I had just mixed this paint. I will have all my colors listed down below in the description box, so definitely check that out. And now I'm just layering my colors. I always like to layer my colors from light to dark. And I am sandwiching in the golden interference green in between because it'll just reflect off these light bases and just look super pretty. And my last layer will be the Amsterdam Phthalo Green. I felt like I used a little bit too much of the Phthalo Green. The phthalo colors are super strong. So I highly recommend if you're using them, don't use a lot of them because they tend to overtake the painting. And I'm simply going to add my cell activator in a horizontal line and blow it out kind of like a vine. And this is kind of a style of a composition that I've been working on. I love how the cells blossom out in the center. And once you tilt them and stretch them around, they just create these beautiful looking, kind of flowy looking cells. So that's what I've been working on. And you will see that flowiness in the orange monochromatic diptych that I will do next. But yeah, I felt like I had too much of the phthalo green on that side there. And here I'm just blowing out my cell activator because I just had too much. And yeah, so I will continue to work on this and blow it out, see what areas I need to work on, and tilt it around. I like to use my spinner to stretch it out and just give a gentle spin, because if you spin too hard, that law of physics can really change the shape of your cells. And I also wanted to note that the transparent colors will give more, I wouldn't say wonky looking cells. They won't be as round, and versus an opaque, which will give a more rounder cell. So layering does matter. And here is the wet result of my first green monochromatic painting. I love how the cells are flowing over the edge of the canvas. That's super cool. And I just love the softness of the cells in this. It's not too harsh, it's not too much gold, but I feel like there is a lot of phthalo green. But yeah, there you have it. And next, let's go check out the orange painting that I made. Here are the colors for my second monochromatic painting. I decided to go with an orange monochromatic palette, and I mixed up some custom colors to get the tints and hues. Here is Amsterdam, Naples, yellow, red, mixed with some titanium white. This is Amsterdam titanium white and vermilion and some Liquitex cadmium orange mixed together to get that sherbety sorbet hue. And I also had to have my interference paint. So this is Tri-Art Interference Orange mixed with a little bit of golden interference gold. I didn't have a lot of the interference orange, so I mixed it with the gold, and it was super pretty. And here I have Amsterdam Vermilion. I absolutely love this orange color. And this is a custom color I made. I was so afraid to use a lot of it, but this is Amsterdam Vermilion mixed with golden alizarin crimson hue and a little bit of quinacridone nickel azo gold. I didn't want a lot of the nickel azo gold because it is such a powerful color. And then I used my titanium white base. So again, I will start out with my lighter colors and gradually go to the darker colors. I'm using my Tri-Art Gold Cell Activator in this. And this one took me a little time because I was tilting and getting the composition I really wanted. And I absolutely love the results of this painting. I love how the cells shaped up with the tilting and the spinning. And I feel like a lot of people, when they tend to use the black cell activator, it kind of muddies up the orange color. So I did not want that. I wanted this to be bright and fun. I feel like orange is a very underrated color. People are afraid to use it, and it is a happy color, and I love incorporating it in all of my paintings. So I will let y'all enjoy the rest of the process, and I will be back with the wet results. Here is the wet result of my orange monochromatic painting. I love it. I love it. I love it. It is so pretty. I normally don't say that about my paintings, but I absolutely love this. It dried so well also. And I love the cell formation. It is so abstract and so cool. And I love that darker color that I used. And here are both of the paintings together as a diptych. I mean, they can go as separate paintings as well. I felt like, again, I used a little bit too much of the phthalo green, but that's okay. And this dried really well also. You could see the interference colors really shine through the painting. And next I will have the dried results. Again, I'm super happy with the result. Here are the dried results of my diptych. I love how these dried. I used a semi-gloss varnish. I am leaning towards using semi-gloss more. I feel like gloss is too shiny for pictures and photos, and it's a little bit too much. So I go for semi-gloss. And I absolutely love how you can see the monochromatic palette in both paintings. The orange one is my favorite. I love the cell structure in this one, and that section over there is my favorite part. It's very, very abstract, and I love the gold cell activator. And I love using the gold cell activator. I feel like black tends to be too much harsh. So the gold cell activator and using the golden interference is kind of my signature now. Here's a close-up, and I'll have everything in the description box. Up next is Britt Clayton Design. So hop on over to her channel. And until next time, guys, stay safe and stay classy and stay awfully awesome. Please head over to Britta's channel. Bye.